Hi, I'm Fred Marshall with Advanced Foundation Repair, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to build a foundation watering system for your home. It's easy to do with parts that you can buy at the hardware store for less than $50. You're going to need 2 splitters, 1 roll of Teflon tape, 1 battery-operated timer, and 2 soaker hoses. You can either use the older rubber variety or the newer flatter cloth ones. The first step is to take the Teflon tape and wrap the threads on the spigot, the timers, and the splitters. Using Teflon tape really cuts down the chances that you're going to have leaks with your connections. After you put tape on everything, take one of the splitters and attach it to the spigot on the house. Using a splitter makes it possible to run both the soaker hose system and use the spigot for other purposes. Turn one side off and turn the other side on for the soaker hose system. Next, take the battery-operated timer and screw it on to the splitter that you've just screwed onto the spigot. The next step is to attach the second splitter to the battery-operated timer. Using the second splitter will allow you to run 2 soaker hoses off of the timer at the same time. And remember, the water pressure in the soaker hoses is highest nearest to the spigot, so you want to keep your soaker hoses short. I suggest less than 50 feet. Otherwise, all the water is going to come out near the timer and none at the far end. Once you have the second splitter on, take a soaker hose and attach it to each side of the splitter. With the soaker hoses attached, stretch them out on the ground about 6 inches away from the house. We suggest that you bury them, usually about 2 inches deep. Burying the soaker hoses will cut down on evaporation and reduced runoff if you're on a sloped surface. Now, with your soaker hose stretched out and in position, turn the battery-operated timer on and you're ready to go. One of the goals of this is to keep the soil underneath your house down to a depth of about 5 feet, constant in its water content. So you want to run the soaker hoses more when it's dry. On a really hot, dry summer, you may have to run them 2 hours a day. On the other hand, when it's wet and raining, you don't need to run them at all. It is possible to damage your home by putting too much water down. So if you are using soaker hoses and you're continuing to get movement, call the experts at Advanced Foundation Repair. Remember, be observant, be careful, conserve water, and give us a call if you need our help.